Guys, yesterday class we discussed about different ways you can run the code, right? So different ways you can run the code in yesterday class. Today class we'll go for the different ways you can print the data, guys. Different ways you can format the data. Today class bit important, guys. So different ways to format the data, basically. Yeah, different ways to format the data, guys. As you know, like how many basic data types we have in Python? Guys, how many basic data types in Python? The basic data types in Python is basic data types. Advanced data types we'll discuss later classes, guys. Basic data types we have like int and a float,
Float,
int, float,
str.
string and a bool, right? Exactly. Numeric data in Python by default integer, right? 10, 20, 30, 40. Numeric data by default integer. So float data means for 10.5, 20.5 decimal data. Decimal data is by default float type. In Python, as you know, like string data we can declare in the single quotes or we can declare in the double quotes. Even in Python doesn't support any character concept, guys. So in Python everything is a string format, right? Python everything is a string format. And a Boolean data means what? We can declare the true and the false, right? And the true and false t must be capital and f must be capital, and the true represented as a 1 and false represented as a 0, right? Exactly. Guys, total how many basic data types in Python total? Four basic data types in Python, right? Exactly. Guys, yesterday we done like different ways to run the code. We done the Python exe file, ideally approach, edit plus approach, right? Today can I do practicals using edit plus approach? Yeah, this is my edit plus software, guys. Go to the file menu, click on new. In the new you find HTML, CSV, Perl, Java, others is there, right? Simply can select the others, guys. Select the others. In others you can select the Python here, right? Select the Python, click on OK. This is called Python prompt, guys. This is a Python prompt. So yes, basically you know how to declare the variables, right? Employee ID, comma, employee name, comma, employee salary, comma, and employee salary. I declare three variables, guys. Employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Employee ID will be the triple one, employee name will be the Ratan, and employee salary will be the 10,000.45, right? Exactly. Guys, employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Just I declare three variables. To print this data, guys, so if you want you can print employee ID like this, employee ID, or you can print employee name, employee ID and employee name. The last one is what? Employee salary, right? Just I'm printing how many variables, guys? Total here three variables. You can write the code in edit plus, guys. Simply can save this code. To save this code, control s. In local disk E directly I'm saving the code. Directly saving the code. Otherwise Python 6 p.m folder is there. Just you can create, save your code in the Python 6 p.m folder, right? 6 p.m folder. Here can I save this code like first.py extension, right? Exactly. Guys, I saved my application in the local disk E Python 6 p.m folder. I'm saying my code first.py, right? Exactly. You want to run this code, guys. To run this code, just open the command prompt. Guys, open the command prompt. Local disk E. In the local disk E, change directly to the Python 6 p.m folder, right? Exactly. I think you don't need to open the location like this. Directly you can go to the file location. I said yesterday. Go to the file location, guys. Python 6 p.m folder. So here my file is there. From go to the file location, guys. Which file you want going to run the application? Go to that file location. In the file location, simply you can type the command like cmd, right? Then directly the command prompt is open that location, right? The command prompt is open to that location, guys. There is a recommend approach. Then how can we run this code, guys? To run this code, Python, the command is python first.py, right? Exactly. Now you can see this code, guys. We got the name error. E name is not defined. Why e name is not defined, guys? Because we define name. Yeah, name is spelling wrong. E name, I defined e name, right? Exactly. So employee ID, employee name, and employee salary, right? Exactly. Then you try to run this code, Python first.py. We got output like triple one Ratan 10,000.45, right? 10,000.45. Is that clear now? No, sir, I need some extra messages. If you need some extra messages, guys, then what you will do, so string message you can add. So employee ID colon. So you can give string whatever the message you want. Some extra message if you want. Just you can write employee ID. Just can I give the comma here? Comma is a separator between the variable printing, guys. Employee ID colon EID is printed, right? Exactly. Next one is what? You can print like employee name. Employee name colon comma, you can print like e name, right? The last one is what? Employee salary. Employee salary colon is not mandatory, guys. Just I'm printing the separation purpose employee ID colon triple one, employee name colon rather than employee salary colon 10,000.45, right? Exactly. Just to colon is a separation, guys. You run this code, check the output once here. If you put the colon here, you'll get the colon. If you put the equal to here, you'll get the equal to. And whatever the symbol you given here, that symbol is coming here, right? It's fine, guys. First case, directly I'm printing the data. Second case, I'm printing some extra messages, right? Some extra messages. So then, sir, but I want to print in a single line. If you want to print the data in a single line, which is like employee ID, employee ID, and you can print employee name and employee salary, guys. In Python, to print the data, simply comma is a separator, guys, basically. Guys, Python to print the data, which one is separator, guys? Comma is a separator, right? Exactly. EID, comma, ename, comma, eSalary, right? Exactly. You try to print the data. Now, last line, you can check the output once. First case, printing the data normally. Second case, you're printing some extra messages. Third case, you're printing simply 111 rather 10,000.45, right? 10,000.45. And one more approach here, print of, sir, I need some extra messages, employee ID colon, comma EID, and comma, employee ID, comma, and you can print like employee name colon, comma, ename. So, comma, employee salary colon, employee salary colon what, comma, e-salary, right? Like this also you can print the data, guys. Employee ID colon, and employee name colon, and employee salary colon. We can print the data like this, right? Exactly. But tell me, guys, printing the data like this using multiple commas, which is recommended or not recommended, guys? Guys, I think here we are using multiple commas, right? Printing the data using multiple commas. Just you can check the last line, guys. Employee ID 111 and employee name is Ratan and employee salary will be the 10,000.45, right? 10,000.45. Guys, but using these commas recommended or not recommended? Guys, please respond. Using these commas are recommended or not recommended?
Recommended.
But you're writing multiple commas, right? So comma, 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 comma. So which is basically which is not recommended, guys. Without commas, how can you print the data in a proper way? Okay, how can you print the data proper way? To understand that point, this is example one. Guys, this is what example one. This is example one. So to overcome this issue, guys, to print the data in proper way, in Python we have there are three ways. There are three ways you can format your data. We can format the data. How many ways you can format data, guys? Total here. There are three ways you can format the data, guys. What are the three ways you can? There are three ways you can format the data. What are the three ways? You can format the data using percentile option, okay, and you can format the data using braces, and you can format the data using F also, guys. Guys, how many ways you can format the data total here? Yes, you can format the data total three ways, which is like percentile, braces, and F option, right? Exactly. If you go for the percentile, guys, basically the percentile formatting the data, which is equal to C language syntaxes, guys, which is equal to C language syntaxes. In C language, to print the integer data, we are going with the percentile D basically. Guys, integer data means what? Percentile D, right? Integer data means you are using percentile D. If you're going for the float data, you're going for the percentile F. Guys, float data means what? Percentile F. If you go for the string data, we have to substitute the percentile S basically. Guys, integer data means percentile D, float data means percentile F, or we can use the percentile G also. I'll give the difference between the what the percentile F and percentile G. But there are three ways you can format the data, guys. One is using percentile option, right? In the percentile option, you can go for the integer means percentile D, float means what? Percentile F or percentile G, string means what? Percentile S, right? Exactly. Can I format the data here? Guys, now tell me here. Just let me print the data print off. So employee ID colon. Tell me, guys, employee ID is what type of data? Guys, employee ID is what type of data? Employee ID is just like
Integers.
integer, right? Can you make it percentile D here? Employee ID percentile D. Next one is what? Employee name is percentile S, and employee salary. Employee salary means you can make the percentile F, right? Because of float data, you can make it as a percentile F. Now tell me, guys, here how many percentiles we have? Here percentile D is there, here percentile S is there, here percentile F is there. Total how many values we have? Guys, total how many percentiles we have total? 3 percentiles, right? It means
3%.
we have to substitute how many values? Guys, we have to substitute how many values?
Three values.
Three values, right? To substitute the three values, guys, here simply use the percentile. Don't use the comma, guys. Here use the percentile of percentile parenthesis. Here you can substitute the first value is what? Percentile d, right? Percentile d is the first value. That's what here you can put the EID. What the second one, guys? Guys, type is mandatory. First one is the percentile d means mandatory we have to pass integer value only. Second one is the percentile s means mandatory we have to pass the string data only. Third one is the percentile f means mandatory we have to pass the float data only. Guys, are you clear now?
E-name,
Right?
sir.
Yeah, E-name, right? Yeah, EID, E-name and what? E-salary, right? Guys, EID and what? E-name and E-salary, right? Exactly. Guys, which one is better? Is printing commas are better or substituting the percentiles is better? Guys, using the commas are better or using the percentile is better? Is it clearly saying employee ID percentile D, employee name is percentile S, employee salary is a percentile F, right? Exactly. Sir, maybe I feel like comma is better approach. Huh? What happened, guys? Which one is better approach? Is that commas are good or placing the percentile D, percentile S is recommended? Hmm? Guys, please respond. Which one is better? Hmm? Good.
Taking percentage is better.
Yeah, taking percentile is better, right? Exactly. Guys, in place of percentile, the second approach also we can use. What is second approach, guys? Simply braces, right? Yeah. How can you format the data using braces means? Yeah, how can you format the data using braces means? So print of the first one is like employee ID colon employee ID colon. Simply put the braces. That's it, guys. Employee name colon. Simply put the braces. Employee salary colon. Simply put the braces. Guys, how many braces are there total? Guys, how many braces are there total? Three braces, right?
Three.
Then how many values you have to substitute? In three braces,
Three
we have to substitute the three values, right? To substitute the three values, guys, we have to use a dot format function. Okay, we have to use what? Dot format function, right? Exactly. Dot format of, then how many values you have to give? Employee ID, comma, employee ID, comma, employee name, comma, employee salary, right? Total three values you can give, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah. I think when compared to first approach, you feel definitely second approach is better, right? When you use a percentile, which one is better? Is a percentile is better? Braces are better. Hmm? Definitely braces are better, right? Exactly. But even while formatting the data using braces, guys, you can put if you want. For understanding purpose, guys, how many values you are going to substitute, you can get the indexing also 0, 1, 2, right? Guys, giving the index is optional, but if you want, you can give the indexing. So to know that how many values you are going to substitute, right? To know that how many values you are going to substitute, guys. Run this code here. So EID triple one, E name is Ratan. We got the same output, right? These two lines. Guys, yes or no? This is the second way of formatting the data, guys. This is the second way of formatting the data, right? Exactly. And the next way of formatting the data is the third way of formatting the data is of F, guys. F is bit important, guys. Present application we are using third approach is like F. F is very straightforward approach, guys. Print of so employee ID. Starting of this string we have to put the F formatting. Guys, starting of this string we have to put the F formatting. Employee ID colon simply braces here. Braces here directly substitute the variable. That's it. Employee ID braces EID. Next one is what? Employee name colon braces what? E name, right? E name is there. And last one is what? Employee salary. Yeah, employee salary colon braces. Braces directly can put the E salary, right? Exactly. Guys, which one is better? Is that first approach is better? Second approach is better? So second approach is better? Third approach is better? Employee ID, EID, employee name, E name, employee salary and E salary, right? If you want to try to run this code, we got the output that we got the employee ID and employee name, employee salary, right? Exactly. Guys, first example, simply I'm using the commas here. Either you can print like this, otherwise you can print like this, otherwise single line you can print like this, otherwise you can put the multiple commas like this. Sir, I don't want this approach, it is not standard approach. Then you can go for the standard approach. What is the standard approach, guys? Guys, what is the standard approach? How many ways you can format the data total? Guys, how many ways you can format the data total? There are three ways you can
Three
format.
ways, sir. Nice.
there are three ways you can format the data, right? One is a percentile D and percentile F and percentile G and percentile S, right?
Percent.
Yeah. Second is a braces and the third one is a F. Guys, which one is the better approach out of these three approaches? Guys, definitely you feel which approach is better. Guys, please respond. Which approach is better now?
Brace.
Braces of F.
F is better, sir.
Yeah, present application we have to use F man. Braces also again we have to use a dot format function, right, to substitute the data. Dot format function you have to substitute the data, right? So you no need to use the dot format function to substitute the data. Directly formatting means what? Braces is fine, right? Like formatting means what? Directly EID, directly name and directly cell, right? Guys, present applications we are using third approach, which is like formatting, right? The second example, guys. Guys, first two examples are clear. Guys, first two examples are clear. Good. If you go for third example, guys, you try to complete some assignment here. Today class onwards, I'm going to start the assignments here. The assignment one. So the assignment, guys, how many ways you can print the float data? We can format the float data. We can format the the which data, guys, here? Float data. In how many ways? Sir? Guys, we can format the float data in how many ways? In two ways.
Two
right?
ways.
What are the two ways? Percentage F we can use, percentage G we can use, right?
Percent.
Yeah, you can format the float data in two ways, percentage F and percentage G. What is the difference, guys? What is the what is the difference? That's the question. Guys, are you clear now? Guys, you try to Google it, and assignment is not a big assignment, right? Definitely can understand. You try to Google it and try to write example about the percentile F and percentile G. If you are unable to do that assignment, please let me know so that tomorrow class I will take that assignment. Okay? Exactly, guys. And if you go for example 4, this is also small assignment you try to complete, guys. Assignment is take the input from end user. Input from end user, which is like student ID. Guys, which one here? Student ID, and you can write the student name. Yeah, student name, and you can write the student marks, something like this. Student average marks, guys. Student marks otherwise simply. Student ID you can take in which format, guys? In employee integer format. Student name you can take the string format. Student marks you can take some decimal format. Okay, good. Take the input from end user, guys, which is like student ID, student name, and student marks. Total three values you can take the input from end user and print the data in three formats. Guys, print the data in how many formats? Three formats, right? Which is like percentile, which is like braces, which is like F. Guys, is the two assignments are clear, everyone? Any questions? Guys, the third assignment is you can format the data in two ways. One is a percentile, we can format the float data in two ways. One is a percentile F and percentile G. What's the difference, right? What is the difference? Next one is what, guys? Take the input from end user, which is like student ID, student name, and student marks, and print the data in three formats, right? Print the data in three formats, right? Exactly, guys. There's information about example 3 and what example 4, right? Exactly. Good. And one more point, guys, example 5. Example 5, escape sequence characters. Okay. Escape sequence characters, right? Escape sequence characters, guys. Basically, escape sequence characters also to format your data only. Guys, escape sequence character is what? To format your data. See, basically, here I written the print statement, print of. I'm printing simply hi Ratan sir. Okay, hi Ratan sir. Just I'm printing the message like this. Then tell me, guys, if you're printing hi Ratan sir, if you run this code, we got the output is like hi Ratan sir, right? It's not a problem. Okay. But see, guys, I want to print Ratan in the double quotes. Guys, how can you print the data in the double quotes? If I want to print the rather than the double quotes, if you put the data like this, definitely we'll get error message. The syntax is invalid, right? Is that clear now? I want to print the data in the double quotes basically. Okay. To print the data in Ratan data in the double quotes, we can go with the escape sequence character, guys. The escape sequence character which is starts with the backslash. Okay, backslash, guys. Backslash double quotes you can use, and double quotes is escape sequence character starts backslash. Is that clear now? Which is starts with the backslash, guys. That's why I'm using backslash double quotes here. Here also I'm using backslash double quotes, right? That's it. Is that clear now? Run this code. We got Ratan in the double quotes, right? We got the Ratan in the double quotes or not? Yes or no? No, sir. I want Ratan in the single quotes. If you want Ratan in the single quotes, backslash single quotes, and we can use like backslash single quotes. No problem. No, sir. I want Ratan in the backslash format. You can make the backslash backslash, and you can make the backslash backslash, right? Yeah, backslash 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 backslash, guys. Then you can run this code. Yeah, first case you can see, guys, normal output. Next double quotes data is printing, single quotes data is printing, and backslash data is printing, right? Yes, yes or no? Backslash data is printing or not? Exactly. And the next case will be, I want to print hi Ratan sir, hi Ratan sir. But every in between the hi and Ratan, I want to give the 10 spaces, guys. Here also giving 10 spaces. Tell me, guys, but giving the 10 spaces like this, which is recommended or not recommended? Guys, giving the 10 spaces like this, which is recommended or not
Not recommended.
then what we have to use? Guys, giving the 10 spaces like this, which is not recommended, then which one is recommended? I'm asking.
Slash tab.
Yeah, we can use like slash tab, right? Backslash t we can use. Backslash t is nothing but tab space, guys. Tab means how many spaces? Basically 5 spaces, right? Yeah, backslash t we can give. Tab is nothing but 5 spaces, right? And here also you can give backslash t. 2 backslash t's I'm giving. Yes, 2 tabs means what? 10 spaces, right? Backslash t, again backslash t, right? That's all, guys. In between the hi Ratan, 10 spaces you're getting, and in between the hi Ratan and Sar also 10 spaces, right? This is like backslash t. Guys, this is called escape sequence characters. Now we can see here we got the 10 spaces, and here also we got some 10 spaces, right? Exactly. And next point is, I want to print hi Ratan sir 3 lines of code, guys. Because I want to print hi Ratan sir 3 lines. Printing hi Ratan sir 3 lines means printing hi, printing Ratan, printing sir. 3 lines of code recommended or not recommended, guys? Because if I want to print hi Ratan sir 3 lines of code, printing hi, printing sir, Ratan, printing sir is recommended or not recommended? Definitely which is not recommended, right? Yeah. Then which one is recommended means simply can write the print of hi Ratan sir backslash n, right? Exactly, yes. Depends on the application requirement. Wherever you need the backslash t's and backslash n and backslash double quotes, backslash single quotes, and backslash concepts. Depends on application requirement. You can use the corresponding data, guys. Okay, these all are representing your data or not? Different ways. You got the output is hi Ratan sir. How many lines of code, guys? Guys, we got hi Ratan sir. How many lines of code total? 3 lines of code, right? We got the output is like 3 lines of code, right? Hi Ratan sir, 3 lines of code. Guys, this is like escape sequence characters. The example 5. Escape sequence character starts with which symbol, guys? Starts with starts with what? Backslash, right? Yeah, starts with backslash, guys. You try to check the backslash symbol how it is processing, right? Yeah, that is example 5 regarding escape sequence character starts with what? Backslash. Starts with backslash symbol, right? Exactly. The next example, you can go for example 6. See, guys, except backslash, in Python, we have an option like to format the data. To format data, try to understand, guys. In Python, we have the concept like, guys, can I put the hi Ratan sir single quotes? Is it valid or invalid? String message in double quotes, valid or invalid, guys? Can I put the string data in a single quotes also valid, right?
Valid, sir.
Even can I put the string data in the triple quotes also, guys? Unfortunately or fortunately, huh? You can put in the triple quotes also. Guys, you can put the string data in the double quotes. See, most frequently we will use like single quotes and double quotes only, but triple quotes also possible, guys, but which is not recommended. Which is not recommended, right? Exactly. Guys, we can print the data in the some double quotes, no problem. We can put the data in the single quotes, no problem. Or you can put the data in the triple quotes also, no problem, right? Exactly. There are three ways are there. Now you can see the output. Guys, you got the output, right? Hi Ratan sir, hi Ratan sir, hi Ratan sir. Total you got the output is 3 times, right? Hi Ratan sir, hi Ratan sir, and what? Hi Ratan sir, right? Exactly. But see one option here. If you put the data in double quotes, in the middle, happily you can use the single quotes, guys. No worries. Even though without using escape sequence character, even without using escape sequence character, we can use single quotes, guys. Guys, that point is clear. If you put the data in the double quotes, in the middle, if you want any word, not only Ratan, any word, if you want single quotes, directly we can use the single quotes, no problem. Sir, my data is a single quotes. Guys, if your data is single quotes, in the middle, if you want double quotes, you can use double quotes a number of times, no problem. There is that point is clear. If data is there in the double quotes means in the middle we can write the single quotes. If the data in the single quotes means in the middle you can use the double quotes. If the data is in the triple quotes, say for example, hi Ratan sir, and you can write hi Anu ma'am, hi Anu madam, something like this. Now your string is in the triple quotes, right? If your string is in the triple quotes, if you want you can put the single quotes, or if you want you can put in double quotes also, no problem. Guys, without using escape sequence character, this option is there. If you want you can use this option also. Guys, are you clear now? Python is always giving the flexibility, guys. Python is always giving the flexibility to use the data, right? Exactly. Guys, you can take the string data in the double quotes, or you can take the string data in the single quotes, or we can put the string data in the triple quotes also, right? Triple data in the triple quotes also, right? If the data is there in the double quotes means in the middle you can write the single quotes. If the data is there in the single quotes means you can put the data double quotes. If you put the data in the triple quotes means what? We can put the data in the double quotes as well as what? Single quotes, right? Like double quotes or single quotes or single quotes in double quotes, right? Is it clear now? If you want, simply you can run this code python first.py. Now you can see, guys, here you got the single quotes or not. Here you got the double quotes, right? And here you got the single quotes as well as you got the double quotes, right? Guys, are it clear now? Good. Guys, any questions? Guys, these are online classes. Please respond. Then only taking the classes be perfect way. Live classes means we can talk with the students and we will chit chat with the students. They'll ask some questions and fine. But online classes means I don't know what's your positions. Tell me, guys. Please respond. Okay, if you have any questions, please respond. Guys, are you doing practicals, right? Guys, last class practicals complete, not completed? Guys, last class practicals completed or not completed? Definitely, I think completed, guys. And even I'm uploading this data in the YouTube also, right? You try to check the YouTube also and try to do the practicals properly, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, total 6 examples we done. Clearly, I'm going with every example, guys. Every video I'm going with clearly this is the data. One day we are discussing some errors. One day we are discussing some different ways you can run the code. One day we discussed about the variable declarations. One day we'll discuss about the initialization process. And today we'll discuss about the different ways you can format the data. Okay. Clearly, I will maintain the data, guys. That's what you try to do the practicals and try to get the clarity about the content, right? Guys, are it clear? Example 1 and example 2 and assignments are example 3, example 4. Example 5 is escape sequence character and example 6 is what? You can print the string data total how many ways, guys? you can print the string data total 3 ways, right? We can put in the double quotes, or you can put in the single quotes, or you can put in the triple quotes also, right? Yeah. If the data is in the double quotes means in the middle you can use the single quotes. In the data in the single quotes means in the middle you can use the double quotes. If the data in the triple quotes means in the middle you can use the single quotes as well as what? Double quotes, right? Exactly, guys. Different ways representation, guys. That's it. Good. Example 9, guys. This one is important. Sorry, example 7. Yeah, example 7, guys. Now I want to talk about some information about the print function. Guys, I need some information about the print function. So print function, guys. Tell me, I clearly said while discussing keywords, in Python 3.x is that print is a keyword or print is a function, guys? Guys, in Python
Function.
3.x, print is a keyword or function?
Function.
Print function, right? Exactly.
Function.
Yeah, function. I need to get some predefined support of print function, guys. I need to get some predefined information of print function. How many arguments is expecting? What is the advantage of that argument? I need to get some information of the print function, guys. Okay. So to get the information about, okay, to get the predefined information, guys. To get the predefined information about any function, guys, to get the predefined information about any function, use to get the predefined information about any function, use one function, guys, that is called directory function. Basically, guys, how to get the predefined information about any function? How to get the predefined information means using which function, guys? Dir function, right? Yes, you can use which function, dir function or not? Guys, are you clear now? To get the predefined support, what we are using, guys? To get the predefined support, we are using for directory function, right? Guys, how to check the type of the function? How to check the type of the function?
By using type.
Using type function, right? To get the predefined information about any function, guys, use dir function, right? Exactly. Now we can check, guys. I need to check the print of directory of dir of which function I want to check now? Print function, right? Guys, print directory of print function. If you write the directory of print function, now you will get some information about the print function, guys. I will try to see. Oh, this is like getting the predefined information, guys. But as of now, which is not required, directory is not required. I'll tell you the directory later classes. But to get the predefined information about any function, we can use help function, guys, basically. Guys, to get the predefined information about any function, use which command, guys? Here, help function we have to use. Directory I'll tell you later. Here you can go for simply help, right? That's it, guys. If you go for the help of print, now you can run this code. You can run this code. Now you can see, guys, this is information about the help function. Guys, are it clear now? This is information about what? Help, right? So this is information about, sorry, print function, right? Exactly. Guys, if you are getting the to get the predefined information about any function, you can use which function, guys? Here, help function, right? Exactly. Now see, guys, help on the built-in function print in module built-ins module, right? Yeah, the module is what? Built-ins module, right? Exactly. This is called print, guys. Print is expecting the argument like value, guys. Is expecting like value, expecting like separator, is expecting like end. File is there, system.out, right? So to print the data, and the flush equal false, auto flush attribute, guys. Basically it is, and these two are just flushing the data and printing the output, guys. Just you have to focus on the first three arguments. These are the important. Guys, but you got the clarity like how we'll get the information about the predefined function? Guys, how to get the information about the predefined function? To get the information about the predefined function, we have to use which function, guys? We have to use help, right?
Help function.
We have to use help or not? Help of print, guys. Help of print means you're getting the information about the print function, right? Exactly. See, guys, once you got the information about the print function, Let me give some information about the print function, guys, which is like example 8. Good. Observe one point, guys. I can take num1 comma num2 comma num3, num1 comma num2 comma num3. I assign 100 comma 200 comma 300. See, guys, I'm printing simply like num1 comma num2 comma num3. I'm printing how many variables, guys, total here? Guys, I'm printing how many variables?
3, sir.
3.
Guys, please respond how many variables I'm printing. 3 variables, right?
3.
If I'm printing this data, now you can see, guys, between every variable we are getting the default one separator, right? What is separator, guys, here? Guys, what is the
Space.
separator? Space is separator, right? Did I given any space here? Just I'm printing num1 comma num2 comma num3, but by default is giving this by default it is giving the variable separator is what?
Space.
Guys, by default is taking variable separator is what? Space, right? Exactly. Guys, by default it is giving the variable separator is a space, right? Okay, good. Because why it is taking the variable separator is a space means here you can see, guys, separator is what one is the separator? Separator is what? Double quotes empty space, right? You can see SCP, guys, string inserted between the values, string which is inserted between the values, guys. Okay, here I'm making the val1, val2, val3 and so on, right? Dot 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 means and so on. These are multiple values. The first argument is nothing but a values, guys. How many values you want, you can print that values. When you print that values, by default SCP is taking which one? Guys, by default SCP is taking what? By default SCP is taking the,
Space.
guys, respond. By default SCP is taking what? Space, right? Yeah, by default SCP is taking the space, right? That's what, guys. Default is a space. Good. Sir, as you said, default separator is a space here. But by default, how many spaces, guys? One space or multiple spaces?
1.
But here I want to give the hyphens between the variables. Then tell me, guys, how can you give between the variables hyphens here? To give the hyphens between the variable, can I use separator variable SCP variable?
Yes, sir.
Here SCP variable by default, which one is taking? Guys, SCP variable by default, what it is taking? It is taking by default space, right? But here you want space of multiple characters, multiple hyphens like this. If you want, you can give multiple hyphens. Then what happened, guys? Separate means every variable between hyphens are placed, right? Every variable between hyphens are placed or not? Exactly. No, sir, separate. I want to give the multiple spaces. You can give. By default is one space only. If you want, you can give multiple spaces. No, sir, separate. I want to give the hashes. You can give multiple hashes. No, sir, between the variables, I want to give the separators are dollars. Like whatever the symbol, if you need, give that symbol, right? Now dollar is printing. No, sir, I want to give the stars. Like you can give multiple stars also, right? Like $2, 3 hashes, 4 stars, depends on your requirement. That separator we have to give. Guys, everyone is clear about the separator, right? Case 1, we'll go for the SCP argument, guys. SCP argument. SCP is what, guys? The default separator between the variable is what? The default tell me, guys, the default separator between
Space.
variables is single space, right?
Space.
Single space. Okay, but if we want, if we need any separator, any separator between the variables, we can give the separator using SCP attribute, right? Guys, SCP, the default separator between the variables is the default separator between the variables is a single space, guys. If we need any separator between the variables, you can give the tell me, guys, you can give the separator, right? Using SCP equal to double quotes, you can put the stars like this. Guys, is that separator is clear or any questions? Guys, please respond. Is that separator is clear or any questions? Separator is nothing but the data, the string which is given between the variables, right? The string which is given between the variables, right? Exactly, guys. That is basically like separator concept. That is basically like separator concept, right? Exactly, guys. That is the case one here. We done with the first argument is a values, guys. Number of values you are printing, and the default one is what? Can you repeat it again, Priya? Yeah, Priya. So by you understood this line, right? Num1, num2, num3. You see this code once, you see this output once. You got the clarity. Yeah. See, by default, when you print num1, comma num2, comma num3, by default is printing the separator is what? Space, right? Guys, everyone please understand the point. The default separator is space, guys. If you check the predefined support of print function, here it is taking the SCP variable. SCP variable by default is taking what? Separator space, right? This is called SCP, guys. String inserted between the values. Okay, string inserted between the values. Default is what? Space, right? Default is space. Guys, are you clear? So by default it is taking the space, guys. Sir, I don't want space, sir. I want hyphen, hyphen, hyphen like this. Then in that case, what is separate? You want use a predefined separator? You want your separator, Priya? Priya, you want predefined separator? You want your separator? You want your separator, right? Your separator is what? Hyphen, 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 right? Can you make the separator attribute here? Separator equal to what? Hyphen, 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 right? Priya, are you clear now? Your separator is what? Hyphen, 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 right? Yeah, that is information, Priya. Are you clear now? If you want separators multiple spaces, you can give multiple spaces. If you want hashes, you can give the hashes. So the separator is nothing but the value which is inserted between the variables. String is inserted between the values. By default, if you didn't give any separator, by default is taking separator is what? Guys, by default is taking separator is what?
Space.
Yeah, by default is taking the separator is a space, right? Exactly. Are you clear now? Priya.
Yes.
Priya, separator is clear, right? Good. The next one, we can go with the case two, the second argument. One more argument I'll check once. What is the argument means? Can I print name equal Ratan? I'm just trying to print the name. I'm printing the name here. Guys, I'm printing simply name, right? If I'm printing the name, then tell me guys, is printing name, right? Ratan is printing. But tell me guys, you observed or not observed, after name, you got some new line, right? Empty line, right? Guys, what is the line you're getting? Empty line you're getting, right? Exactly. Yes or no, guys? Priya, we got the empty line or not? We got this empty line, right? Yeah. The reason is because by default, end, guys. End is by default backslash n. End means what? String appended after the last value. Okay. Separator means what? It is inserted between the values, guys. Separator is inserted between the values. End is inserted between the values, end of the last value. After the last value, right? Exactly. Guys, by default, end is what? By default, end is backslash n, right? That's what we got the data, some new line, right? Guys, that's what you got the new line or not? That's what you got the data is new line, right? Because by default end is what? By default end is new line, right? End means what? The data which is inserted after the last value. The data which is inserted after last value, it is inserting the data like end is by default backslash n. That's what it is getting the data new line, right? Guys, I don't want new line. What I have to give now? Guys, I don't want new line. Then what I have to give?
We have to use end separator.
Can I use end separator? End by default taking backslash n, that's what you get in the new line. But if you don't want new line means what? Just to give empty, right? Empty means is it taking any new line now? No, right? Guys, that is called end. Guys, what is the difference between the separator and end? Priya will tell you the answer. Remaining guys, listen. Priya, what is the difference between separator and end? where the separator is inserted, where the end is inserted. Priya, can you hear me? Online classes. If they are interested, they'll respond, otherwise they will ignore. Guys, anyone tell me?
Separator we can use if you want to separate by comma, underscore, whatever you want. But end we can use if you don't want the new line at the end. So then we can give that end separate.
Okay, fine. But the straightforward answer, just you tell the straightforward answer. Separator means what? End means what? Priya, you tell me the answer, Priya.
Separation is placed between the values.
Yeah, exactly. Separator is placed between the values. What about end?
End operation placed in the sentence last.
At the end of the last value, right? After the last
Yeah.
line. Yeah, that is a straightforward answer, guys. Separator we can place between the values. Priya, I will give a punishment to this class to you. What is the punishment? No, I will mute you. So you don't talk today, class. Okay. Guys, how was the punishment? Good, right? Guys, yes or no? Yes, that's a good punishment. Priya, I hurted to you today. You don't talk. Guys, you understood the separator versus end, right? Separator is which is inserted between the values. By default, separator is a space. If you want any separator, you can give the separator, right? Exactly. What about end, guys? Guys, what about end? End means the data which is inserted after the last value. By default, end is what? A new line, right? By default, end is new line. If you don't want new line, just you can ignore that end equals some data like that, right? Exactly, guys. So next one is what? End. End means what, guys? String appended after the last value. Default in new line. Default in new line. Okay. At the end, if you don't want a new line, okay. If you don't want a new line, then what you will do, guys? If you don't want new line, just to make end equal to end equal what are the thing you want, right? Just you can give some empty. Yes, end means string appended after the last value, default in new line. That's what the control for automatically moving to the new line. Sir, I don't want a new line, sir, means then what you guys at the end, if you don't want a new line, just to make the end equal to empty. It means it won't take the new line, right? Yeah, that is called end versus separator. Guys, by taking these two, can I take one example? Case 3. Case 3. Observe carefully now. I can take the num1 comma num2 comma num3. You can write like 100, 200, 300. Guys, between the variables I want to give the stars, 2 stars. Okay, but I don't want new line. What I have to do?
End.
No, Priya will tell you the answer.
You can use end operator.
No, no, Venkatesh, Priya will tell you the answer. Priya, tell me the answer. Priya, my requirement is every variable I need star separation. Separation is a star. At the end, I don't want new line. Then what I have to do then? Priya, tell me the code, Priya. You are not talking. I'm saying Priya, Priya, Priya always. Yeah, print equal to what? Print num1 comma num2 comma num3 equal comma. Vandana, tell me the code.
End.
Num1 comma num2 comma num3. I need every variable separation of 2 stars, right? Venkatesh. Then
Yeah.
what we have to do? SCP,
You
right?
can use end.
End between the end of the value, man.
SCP
Between the values means SCP we have
2
to
stars, sir.
comma. Up to now, if you run this code, what's the output you'll get? You got the new line or not at the ending? At the ending, you got this new line, right? Because end is by default new line, right? Guys, end is by default new line or not? But I don't want this new line also. Then what I have to do? Can I use like end equal to
End.
end equal what? Empty, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear now? Now you can run this code. You got any ending value here? No, right? Empty. No new line, right? Exactly. Guys, can you tell me one more line? One more line. What is the line? You can print the three variables with the separator is a dollars. At the end, I want a hash. Two hashes I want. Guys, every variable separator is the dollars. Ending, I want two hashes. Then what I have to do? Print of num1 comma
num1
num2
n
comma num3 comma. First of all, make it separator, man, Venkatesh. SCP equal to what? I need the dollars, $2 comma. Ending, what I want? Ending, I want hashes, right? Just you can make end equal to, tell me guys, end equal to 1, 2 hashes you can make. That's it. Are you clear now? Now you can check the output. Guys, between the variables, see, if you run this code itself, now you got clarity. See guys, we got the between the variables, which symbol we are getting. Guys, between the variables, which symbol you're getting? Dollars, right? End means what? The end means the value which is inserted
hash.
after the last one, right? After the last, which one is inserted, guys? Hashes are inserted, right? Two hashes are inserted. Guys, are you clear now? There's information about the dollars and what hashes, right? Dollars and what hashes. Guys, you got the clarity between the end and separator, right? Separator which is inserted between the values, guys. End means the data which is inserted what? After the last value, right? Guys, that is a note. First take 8th example, guys. Case 1 I'm using like separator. Default separator, the default separator between the variables is what? A single space. If you need any separator between the variables, you can give the separator equal to, you can give the separator SCP equal to some stars, whatever things you want. After that, next one is what, guys? You can go for the case 2. Case 2 is the end option. End means what? String appended after the last value. Okay, after the last value. Default new line. That's what control is going to new line. And at the end, if you don't want new line, just to make the end equal to empty, right? Here, Ratan, name comma end equal to end equal what? Empty variable code, right? Then what happened, guys? Now, guys, then what happened now? At the ending, what happened? No new line is coming, right? Exactly. Case 3, you can see, guys, here separator star I'm using, which is inserted between the variables, and end is empty here. Second case, you can tell me the separator which is between the values, which is like dollars, and the ending only one time you're getting hash, right? Exactly. SCP attribute, SCP attribute placed, tell me guys, SCP attribute placed between the
num
values, right?
values.
Values.
What about end, guys? The SCP attribute placed between
Last values.
between the values. The default is what? By the default is a space.
Space, sir. Default space.
What about end? End attribute placed
Last values.
after the
Last.
last value, right? After the last value. So the default case, the default is
New line, sir.
the default is what? New line, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, you got the clarity about the different ways of formatting the data, right? Clearly we understood all the formattings today, guys. First case, you're printing the variables in the 3 lines or 1 line, or putting the comma separator. Otherwise, there are 3 ways you can format the data. One is a percentile, one is a braces, one is a F option. Definitely you feel like F option is better option, right? F is a better option. And as sir, do you teach what, Vasu? Django, yeah. After this class, we will take the Django, guys. After Django, we will take the REST API calls. Total 3 courses. First, you take the Python, then you take the Django, then you can take the REST API calls. You will be complete Python developer. Nothing. Yeah, definitely. Guys, are clear now? So if you take the assignment here, we can format data, float data in how many ways, guys? 2 ways. What is the difference between the percentile F and percentile G? What is the difference, right? Fourth case is what? Assignment case. Take the input from end user, student ID, student name, and student marks. Print the data three different formats, which is like percentage, braces, formatter. Fifth example is escape sequence character, guys. Escape sequence character always starts with what? Backslash. Next one is sixth example. We can print the string data total three ways, guys, which is in double quotes, which is single quotes, which is triple quotes, right? Yeah, if it's a double quotes means in the middle you can put the single quotes. If it's a single quotes means you can put the double quotes. If it's a triple quotes means what, you can put the single quotes as well as double quotes, right? Exactly. And printf function, guys. How can you get the predefined support of printf function? To get the predefined support of printf function, use help, right? Use the help function, right? Exactly. Help of print, guys. Help of print, right? Yeah. And here you have to understand separator concept, guys. What is separator here? Separator is a value. Separator is a value which is inserted between the data, right? Yeah, separator is value between the data. What about end, guys? End is the data which is appended at the end of the last value, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah, guys, that's all for today class. We'll meet in tomorrow class. We'll continue on. You try to do the practicals on the day basis, guys, please. Try to complete the practicals, right? Yeah, I'll place this class notes in our channel. What is our class notes link, guys? protoctest.com/python 6 p.m. batch. Yeah, Python password. Today is almost all day 6, guys. The guys who are not complete fee payments, try to complete the fee payments. Also, try to complete the formalities, man. Yeah, bye, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet.